Hi there, I'm Marco Zambonini and I'm the Vice Principal Director of Studies at North London Collegiate School in Dubai, which is part of the North London Collegiate School International family. I've been working in Dubai for quite a long time now. My previous role was Director of Music at another school here, and most of my career I've worked abroad, although you can probably hear from my accent that I originally come from Scotland, where I trained as a music teacher. Well, when I was at school, I played the trombone and I loved music so much, and I was inspired, as most of us probably were, by having an excellent music teacher myself. So I always wanted to go into music education, which I did for most of my career. Partway through my career, I decided that I was going to go back to university and study a master's degree. And this opened my eyes to a whole new world of teaching and educational research that I probably wasn't as familiar with just as a music teacher. So that led me onto the particular role I'm doing just now as Vice Principal Director of Studies, with one of my areas of responsibility being professional development within the school. A few years ago now, when the Chartered College of Teaching came into being, I first became aware of it, and I decided at that point that I myself was going to become a fellow, because I really liked the idea of professionalizing, or the professionalism rather, of the whole organisation. So I started to engage with the Chartered College of Teaching in various ways, and when I took up this role, I decided that I wanted the staff that I worked with to have all of the benefits that I'd have from being part of the Chartered College of Teaching. So that's why I decided within our school to start the group membership, and it has been really successful. In fact, we have 7 fellows have emerged from the group membership within the school. So I think it's been a real benefit to us. Well, what I most enjoy about the group membership is not only the educational research that's there, because that's really important. And in fact, what's really important about the research on the CCT website and through the Impact magazine, that it's very accessible, it's very bite-sized. I think sometimes as educators, we see research as a little bit intimidating or unwieldy, or in fact, we sometimes think it doesn't relate to what we're doing in the classroom. But I think the Chartered College of Teaching provides a really nice vehicle with which to put this in context and help us reflect on how evidence actually informs our practice. So I do find the articles and I do find the Impact Journal really useful. I certainly think being a member of the Chartered College of Teaching and a fellow, as I later become, sends a specific message to your peers and to employers that you're committed to the profession of being a teacher. You're not just there for a job, you're interested over and above the day-to-day tasks of being a teacher. So I think that impacts people's career, because it sets you aside from people and it shows them who you are as an educator and what you believe in as an educator. In addition to that, actually doing things with the Chartered College of Teaching. For example, this year I decided to take part in the Certificate of Evidence-Informed Practice, which was a great way just to refresh your enthusiasm and see what the latest things happening are. And it gives you that opportunity to always be in touch. And therefore, when you're in conversation with your peers or other educationalists, you're able to have an excellent idea of what the latest issues in education are, and take part in those important discussions, because after all, if we don't have dialogue as teachers, we can't really move forward in our practice. Well, I think how being a member will impact my career in the future. One of the interesting things I've done as a fellow in the Middle East is I started a fellows forum, and we brought together all the fellows in the Middle East. Now, this was something we were doing during COVID, so we had to do it online. So what I'm hoping to do going forward is to bring back all of the fellows in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and so that we can start working together. As part of North London Collegiate School, we already work very closely with our schools in Jeju, Singapore, London, etc. But providing something that means we can work really closely with schools within the region is really important. And I think that the Chartered College of Teaching is an ideal way to do that. Well, as someone who's in charge of CPD, obviously I think it's something really, really important. But like anything in life, we want to encourage students to be lifelong learners. And I always think if you're going to be a teacher, you always have to put your money where your mouth is. As a musician, I still try to play the trombone in various groups and make sure I'm keeping my skills as a musician going. And it's the same for teaching. There's always something new to learn. And there's always something to learn from collaboration. And that is something which the Chartered College of Teaching does so well. Some of our members in our school, for example, two of them have written an article for the Impact magazine, and it just gives you that opportunity to work with more people. So CPD is important because we don't know everything, we never can know everything, and we all have to learn from each other. I really would recommend membership or fellowship of the Chartered College of Teaching. Not only are they an excellent organisation who are very helpful in lots of things, but they provide you with so many resources. They are there to help teachers, to help the profession, and to support you in your work.